What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Alright, making their debut on the channel tonight. We have Slipknot. Yes, indeed. How about that? Slipknot making their debut on the channel. Alright, this was a request from Samir Niech, Philip, and Buddy Kaiser. They all want to see me react to this song by Slipknot called the Heretic Anthem. Now, Slipknot. Have I heard of Slipknot before? Yes, I have heard of Slipknot before. I've heard a couple of songs from them off their first album. The big hit off the first album was, I believe it was called Wait and Bleed. I've heard that song before. It was okay. I wasn't thrilled with it. I wasn't blown away by it, but it was okay. It sounded pretty good to me. The second song, I don't remember the name of the second song, but I do remember it did not leave a good taste in my mouth. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, if this is how this band's gonna go between the first and second song, I'm not gonna follow these guys. I'm not gonna waste my time. So I wrote them off. I absolutely wrote them off. Absolutely. And I've never given them a second look. So I do believe actually I heard another song. It was on. It was a movie. It was a Resident Evil movie. I'm not sure if it was written for the movie, for part of the soundtrack, or if it was taken from an album. I'm not sure. I think. God, what was the name of that song? I don't remember, but again, it was really good. I liked it. I actually liked it better than Wait and Bleed. Again, it didn't hook me though. Like, it was good. It was, like I said, better than Wait and Bleed, and I don't remember the name of the song, but it just didn't hook me. It was like, it didn't grab me. It didn't be like, you have to listen to more. So I never went past that. So, the Heretic Anthem. Now this was this was requested and everybody said, you should do this song because of your name. Okay, fine, fair play. Listen, if that's the reason, fair play. I just hope it's good. I mean, the name's cool and all, but if the song's not good, the name doesn't matter. You know, it just doesn't, it's completely irrelevant. So, have I heard this song before? No, I have not heard this song before, to the best of my knowledge. This is a new song for me. However, there's always a chance I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh yeah, I recognize this song now, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Slipknot TV, so is this an official video? I don't know. Hope it's not official. And the video has 12,886 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Slipknot, the Heretic Anthem, live at Graspop Metal Meeting 2019 Pro Shot. Okay, so it's a Pro Shot video. That's good. So it's going to have a live performance. You know me in live performances. I always love live performances. I have no idea how these guys are live. I guess we'll find out. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I've heard about their live shows, though. I've heard their live shows are insane. So I'm actually kind of looking for. I'm glad it's live. I'm kind of looking forward to this.
Oh, you motherfuckers feel good. Do you feel good out there, my friend?
Oh, yeah, the masks. I heard about the masks.
You having a good time with us tonight? How about you? You having a good time over here? You having a good time over here? Everybody in the back, you having a good time?
Everybody in the back.
Watch you crazy motherfuckers. You having a good fucking time up here, man? Well, I think I got something very, very fucking special for you right now. Answer me this. Are you listening to me out there, Grasshopper? Are you listening? Then riddle me this.
Even people in the back. Riddle me this.
If you're 5'5", then I. If you're 5'5", then I. If you're 5'5", then I. If you're 5'5", then I.
Good start. Good start to a great performance from the sound of it. Great crowd interaction. Fantastic crowd interaction. Getting the crowd involved, call and response. And he covered every base. He covered the front, middle, sides, even all you guys way in the back. Letting those people in the back know that he acknowledges them, sees them, and is glad that they're there. Man, that feels good. Feels good. Great start. Great way to interact with the crowd. Great way to get the crowd going. And then the whole thing, I think he was saying something about 555, and then the crowd responding back. I believe the crowd was saying 666. Okay, I mean, that's cool and all. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see if the song kicks in here.
8, 7, 6, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get your devil boys up in the fucking house!
There are things I'm liking, and there are things I'm not liking. Some of the things I'm not liking are kind of out of their control. It's not their fault. Number one, they're playing outdoors. And whenever you're playing outdoors, certain frequencies and certain elements are just going to get sucked up. They're going to get absolutely sucked up, and you're not going to hear them. Like bass, unless you properly EQ bass for outside performances, it either comes through as completely muddy or completely tinny, or it gets completely lost in the mix completely. I mean, you won't hear it at all. So, now I know a lot of people are like, well, what about Iron Maiden? What about Rush? That's because they specifically EQ their basses for outdoor playing. They probably spend a good hour to an hour and a half with the FOH guy getting the mix just right between the amps and between the amp and the EQ and the mix with the amps and with the board for front of house. They work together, and they have to EQ the hell out of bass for outdoor performances. Indoors, not so much. It's a lot more forgiving. Outdoors, good luck. I like the guitar tones. Thick, crunchy, gritty, dirty. I like that. The drumming sounds tight. It's very frantic. It's very fast. And I like fast, but like this is getting on the edge of getting out of control. And I have a feeling, though, I don't know. This kind of I kind of get the feeling they're doing that on purpose. Like they want to get that feeling, but they're not going to cross that line. Like they're going to walk right up to it. They're going to walk right up to the edge of the cliff, and they're going to look down. You know, but they're never gonna take that extra step. They're gonna bring it right to the edge. That's how it feels. It feels like it's going so fast that it's almost out of control. It's almost chaotic, but not quite. And like I said, I think they're doing it on purpose. If that is the case, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's keep going here. I love that mask.
Get those fists in the fucking air for me! Yes, now!
I'm liking the energy. The energy is definitely there without question. I've heard tales about their live show and the stuff they do on stage and everything like that. I haven't seen them do a whole lot of stuff on stage. I saw the crowd interaction at the beginning. That was fantastic. But as far as like stage interaction, I haven't really seen a whole lot of. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Well, it's not living up to the hype, if you know what I mean. It's just not living up to the hype right now. They're all wearing masks, which is cool. I'm digging this mask. I don't know who this guy is, but this guy's mask right here, that is one cool mask. I think that's my favorite mask out of everybody's. Yeah, we were talking about gimmick bands. This is a gimmick band, absolutely. You know, and people have that negative connotation about, oh, they're not a gimmick band, and that's so rude and that's so disrespectful. How is that rude and disrespectful? How is it rude and disrespectful to say that you recognize that they're doing something, they have a gimmick that puts them way away from everybody else that sounds like them? They're standing apart from the crowd. They're leaving the herd and doing their own thing. And they got this gimmick that makes it help. It helps them out. It helps them stand apart from all these other bands. What's wrong with that? I mean, seriously, if you think about it, look at some of the great gimmick bands out there. First one that comes to mind, Kiss. They're a gimmick band. Gwar, they're a gimmick band. Judas Priest, they're a gimmick band. Absolutely, they're a gimmick band. Iron Maiden is a gimmick band. Absolutely. The Misfits, they're a gimmick band. Motorhead, they're a gimmick band. I mean, if you really think about it, every band, not every band, but a lot of famous bands have a gimmick. And this band is no different. I'm not saying they're a gimmick band to be disrespectful. I am paying them one of the biggest compliments I could possibly give. They've come up with a system. They've come up with a brand. They've come up with a product that helps them stand apart. There's no disrespect there. There's nothing negative about that. That's intelligent. Anyway, let's keep going here. What the hell? Guy looks like a pincushion. fast too. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this one. This is what I'm gonna have to give some thought to. So, give me a few minutes. Let me gather my thoughts. Let me think about it, and then I will see you in the review.
5 minutes later.
Well, there you go, folks. That was Slipknot with the Heretic Anthem. This was a request from Samir Nich, Philip, and Buddy Kaiser. Okay, I thought about it, and I came up with a score that I think this works. I feel pretty good about this. Now, I'm not 100% sold on this. I'm not 100%, setting concrete with this score. This score might change over the course of the discussion and the review, so bear with me. But I have a feeling it's going to stick. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that a 7.6. Yep, 7.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, I usually like to start with the positive stuff first. I usually like to, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and I'm going to talk about the negative stuff first, okay? And the reason I'm doing that is there's not much. There's not a whole lot. Let's start with the fact that, playing outdoors, the mix wasn't the best, okay? Let's be honest here. It sounded kind of muddy. Is that the band's fault? Not really. That is really more, that is definitely the FOH guy. That is his responsibility. But at the same time, the band should be aware that they're playing outdoors, and they should probably spend a little more time on sound check. But then again, it's an outdoor festival. Good luck. They made, unless you're the headliners, you don't usually get a sound check. You get on stage, you get a quick 1 or 2 minute line check just to make sure your lines are good, and that's all you get. So I don't know if these guys were headlining or if they were a support act. I'm not sure, but it was a little muddy in the mix. Bass got completely lost in the mix. Vocally, I feel like the vocals could have been up in the mix quite a bit. I had a really hard time hearing the vocalist. Again, is it the band's fault? No, that is an FOH issue. But at the same time, if he's coming through in his in-ears, because I saw he was using in-ears, he should have been able to say, Mike, to the FOH guy, and the FOH guy should have, raised the level. And even then, the FOH guy should have at least heard it and put the volume up in the vocals, but they didn't, so I don't know why. Let's see, what else did I not enjoy about that? The tempo. Okay, so they were going at this breakneck speed. Okay, they were going really, really fast to the point of almost stepping over the edge into chaos. Now, did they ever cross that line? No, they didn't ever officially cross that line, but they walked right up to it a couple times. Actually, pretty much the whole song they did. It was fast, it created energy, but it was a little hard to follow along. Like, it was a little too fast for me to, really get into. I'm not saying that it was a bad job. I'm just saying, for me personally, my personal taste, a little tiny bit too fast for me. Which is funny because I like fast music, but this was really fast. Now, let's talk about the good stuff. Let's talk about the good stuff here. Let's talk about how they got that 7.6, okay? Starting off with the drumming. Drumming was tight. Even at that speed, the drumming was tight. All those fills. I didn't hear one flub in any of the fills. Like, none of the fills felt like they tripped over itself, Sometimes when you're playing really fast and drums trying to do fills, it sounds like the fill will actually, it's like running with your shoelaces tied together. It's like, blah, 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 blah. It just rolls. It's just like, never once. Every single fill sounded really tight, really nicely placed. Guitars sounded really tight, very thick on the sound. Loved it. But not overly thick where it became, it was a little tiny bit muddy, but I think that was intentional. especially since you're in an outside venue. I'll bet you inside, or I'll bet you if I listen to the recording, like the studio recording, it won't be nearly as muddy. But even then, I could still hear the accents. I could still hear the separation of notes. I could still hear the subdivisions. I could still hear the palm muting. No guitar solo, which was interesting. I didn't hear a guitar solo, but that's okay. Not every song needs a guitar solo. Let's see, what else? I saw a couple of other people up on stage. I don't know what they were doing. I think one of them might have been a DJ. I think. He might have been back to being a DJ. That was the guy that looked like, his head looks like a pincushion. He had the things sticking out of his head. I think he might have been the DJ. The other two, one of them's wearing a clown mask. I think that's the one they call Clown, if I'm not mistaken. I know that name. And I know Corey Taylor. He's the lead singer. The rest of the band, I really don't know. The guy, Clown, he was wearing the clown mask. What is his role in the band? What does he do? I saw him standing behind what looked like auxiliary percussion, like a couple of floor toms and other things. I mean, is he an auxiliary percussionist? Is that his role? And I saw another guy on stage right up high. He kind of the same thing, but I saw another auxiliary set, but he wasn't on it. He was kind of standing next to it and dancing around. I don't know what his role is. Like another auxiliary percussionist? How many auxiliary percussionists do you need? Dear Lord. Lastly, Corey Taylor. Like I said, I wish his voice would have come up a bit in the mix. Would have been nice. But what I heard sounded pretty good. Not very melodic, obviously. It's all, you know, growl and grit and gravel. But what really impressed me about him was his attention to detail when it came to crowd interaction. Talking to the crowd, reaffirming with the crowd. And I'm not just talking about the people at the front. He did it with everybody. Front, middle, back, sides, everybody. So, great job. Live performance is definitely what brought this up to the 7.6. Good energy on stage. Liked what I saw. I'm digging the gimmick that they have with the mask. I got a question, though. Do the masks ever change? I hope not, because that one guitar player with that metal mask, that evil-looking metal mask, man, that thing is sick-looking. I would love to get my hands on one of those. That is a very sweet-looking mask. Everybody else's masks look pretty good. I mean, I'm not quite what I was expecting. Some of those, like the clown mask, I was expecting it to be a little scarier, I guess is a good way to put it. But in any case, you know, it's their gimmick, it's their theme, it's their brand. So whatever they want to do with it, they can. I'm just curious if they ever switch. So, you know, if they do, great. You know, that's awesome. If they don't, that's fine too. You know, if whatever you want to do with it, it's all good. So 7.6 feels good to me. Yeah, we're going to keep it at 7.6. I think that's a good score. Now, I know there's a lot of new Slipknot fans probably watching this who have never seen the channel before. So first and foremost, Slipknot fans, feeling you. Feeling you. I liked what I heard, okay? That's why I was getting the 7.6. Let me explain what a 7.6 means. If you're not sure, I have a scoring chart down below in the description. It'll help you out here. 7.0 is the bottom threshold for really good, okay? This is getting a 7.6. It's right in the middle of really good, okay? It's not a bad score by any stretch. Bad scores would be under 5. That's where you're talking about your 4.2s and your 3.7s. And good Lord, I just did a video this week, a 0.6. Yeah, it was that bad. I will go down into the zeros. Absolutely, I just proved it with a video I did. I think it was the last video I did. Yeah, it was bad. It was so bad. I called it an affront to nature, an atrocity. And it was. I will go all the way down there. I'm not one of these people who will go, oh, I don't want to go any lower than a 7. No. Screw that. I will go all the way down to 0. Absolutely. So this is a 7.6. It's a really good score. I enjoyed it. Would I want to listen to these again? Yeah, actually I would. I wouldn't mind hearing the studio version of this, actually. I might go look at the studio version and see how it compares. Would I like to hear more from Slipknot on the channel? Yeah, I would be down for it. I would absolutely be down for it. I was not turned off. I was not appalled. I was not offended. I was actually kind of entertained by this, and I wouldn't mind seeing more from them and hearing more from them as well. So, 7.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base to become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.